Treecat here. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're seeing this. I hope you guys are doing well. We have a lot to talk about. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes here at Treecat Central. We did not do a video last week because we were busy working on things, and we announced three exciting new things. Actually, two, and one will be announced on Monday. But let's talk about it. So the things that we have been announcing and that we have been coming out with, we think are really going to help your experience with Treecat. So I don't know what we want to talk about first. Do we want to talk about our new pricing? Do we want to talk about our Poshmark sharing? Do we want to talk about how we made onboarding easier? I don't know. What do you think? All right, let's go with the most popular one, which is the Poshmark sharing. Okay, the Poshmark sharing is pretty darn cool because it's set it and forget it. So you don't have to actually, after you've set it one time, you never actually have to touch it again. So let me show you how that works. If you go to your Treecat and you go to your inventory page, you go to your settings rather, and you go to your Poshmark sharing. There's on the very bottom, and actually maybe I can enlarge this. So this is the settings page. And on the very bottom here is the Poshmark closet sharing. So you want to click, maybe I can make it even bigger. I think that's about as big as I can make it. So you want to click on the Poshmark sharing, and that's going to take you to this menu, okay? And this menu is our Poshmark sharing menu. Right now, I actually deleted all my Poshmark sharing activity on there because I wanted to show you what it's going to look like when you first try it. So you basically, so it just says no data. It doesn't have anything on it right now. You click the add button. So, or you can click one of our quick schedule. So you can add a custom one if you know there's a party that you want to go, be in on. Or if you just want to say, I'm going to do a quick all day follower share, you can click that and that's scheduled. Now to make it active, right now it says it's inactive. So I'm going to click the play button and that makes it active. Okay, it might take about 30 seconds for it to, go through your closet and set everything. So in about 30 seconds, you'll see that it'll become active. And I know that it's sharing because I can go to my Poshmark and I can click refresh. And every time I click refresh, I'll see that there's a new thing that's been shared. The other thing you can do is go to your events and it will appear. So, okay, so here it is. It appeared on my events as pending. So it's setting it up. It's setting up the closet share quick schedule all day follower share, and it's starting to run. Okay. And the other thing that you can do at the end of the day is you can go to this area here where it's called status details, and that's going to give you a 24-hour quick glance of your activity. So right now, so I had previous, like at 6 a.m. I had it set to it restarted itself, so it was sharing this morning, and so that took place, and then I canceled it because I wanted to show you guys how to set it up. So yeah, so that's the statistics that you can look at kind of like the next day to see how many were shared. So you have your events, you have your status details, and you can go on Poshmark itself and do a reload on your page to see it cycling through. And then we also, so that's the all day follower share. That's going to share all of your listings all day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to your followers. And so it behooves you to build up your followers so that you have someone to share these with. Now, the second thing that's a quick button schedule is the nightly party share. So I'm going to click on that, and that's going to schedule the nightly party share, which happens from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every night, and that's Pacific Standard Time as well. So I'm going to click on this button to activate it. And so once the all day follower share ends at 6 p.m., it gives you a little break, and then this will initiate the nightly party share. So 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., that'll start working. So they're both scheduled. They're both, let's see if that's set up yet in my, so this shows me that the quick all day follower share actually started working, okay? And it's already shared 30 items. So it's telling me it's already shared 30 items in the few minutes that we've been talking here. And then as I continue to check my events, it'll show the other one getting scheduled. But it just takes a minute because there's a lot of stuff going on. Treecat manages all of your activity. So I could, I could have sold something and it needs to take it down. That's going to take priority to your sharing. So we have this sort of scheduling, or I don't know what you want to call it. It manages all your activity, and certain things have top priority over other things. So anytime you make a sale and Treecat and you have, your items matched or cross-listed, you make a sale on one of the platforms, Treecat's going to take the other two down. That's the top priority. Anytime you make a sale, that goes to top priority of your activity. And so then this would like pause during when it's doing that. And then like on a regular basis, Treecat is kind of doing sales detection and also detection for new listings that you might have. And it does that like every 30 minutes. It detects if you've made any new listings on any of your platforms, and it pulls those in. And then that gets on the priority list. So yeah, we have this smart priority way of managing all these activities. So yeah, so that's how that works. Yeah, so the all day following is happening. The party at night is scheduled, and that's basically all I have to do. See, it's already shared 60 items, right? It's already shared 60 items. So that's pretty cool. So that's how that works. It's really simple. You don't actually have to reschedule it every day. When we first came out with it and I was testing it, I would go and I would schedule it every day. Then our next iteration of it was I would schedule it once a week. And now I don't have to schedule it at all. It's actually set it and forget it, which is really cool because then it frees you up to do other things. And what it does is when you're sharing, it's just another way for you to get more impressions. And what I really like about, I used to kind of hate Poshmark because it was so much work, but now that I have it automated, it's not much work. And what I really like about it as compared to eBay or Mercari, it's just another way that you have a little bit more control. So you don't have to rely on listing or delist relisting every day or running promotions. You're going to get more eyeballs just from doing the shares. And so it gives you that little more semblance of control, feeling like I have control over my impressions more so than perhaps I do on eBay, or more so than perhaps I do on Mercari. You have a little bit of control, but I just don't see, you got to promote, right? You got to promote on eBay, and you got to delist relist, and you got to do all these things to bring up and list, right? Feed the beast. But with this Poshmark sharing, it really gives you just this other option, which I am really enjoying because I am seeing more impressions and I am seeing more sales. And that's actually where most of my sales are coming from right now is Poshmark. I don't, I wish they had something like, honestly, I wish they had something like this on eBay. I think that it would really be amazing, an amazing way for users to have, or sellers to have a little bit more semblance of control over their impressions. I think that would be really, really cool, but I don't think they're probably going to do it. But that's okay because we can go on Poshmark, and Poshmark, they've made some changes lately on their fees. They've kind of split the fee between buyer and seller. I don't know whether or not I'm really going to make actually that much more money. Right now, since I am a Poshmark ambassador, they're letting users buy stuff and then from me, and then have $5.89, $5.79 shipping until December 31st, I believe. And so that's nice, but who knows what's going to happen after December 31st. But because most of my items fall within the category of, say like $18 to $50, I sell in that price range. I'm not sure whether or not the bringing the seller fees are going to significantly impact my profits, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not mad about the new changes that they made. You always have to just keep, pivoting, right? Because changes are happening fast here in the world of e-commerce, and that's not going to change. If there's one thing that's not going to change, is that change is going to keep happening, and you got to keep up with it. You got to, think on your feet, and you got to figure out how to solve your problems, right? So I think that getting onto Poshmark, if you haven't already, cross-listing your stuff onto Poshmark and using this daily, automation of sharing your items to your users all day and sharing your items to the party at night is going to move the needle for you, because it has for me. So one of the things, so this is our Poshmark V1 uh, thing. um, I don't want to call it a thing. It's a feature, right? It's a feature, and I'm very excited about it. And I hope that you guys realize that if you're cross-listing your items with Treecat, it's free to use. There's no extra cost, so it's probably going to save you, 20, 30, $40 a month if you were using a separate product to do that. Um, so yeah, so give it a try, check it out. If you ever, for whatever reason, need to like pause your sharing, also know that you can go right here to the event and click the pause button, and it's going to pause the event for you. If for whatever reason you like, maybe you go on vacation or whatever, you need to put a pause on things, you know that you can always pause it, you can always delete it, and if you wanted to add custom sharing events, you can do that by clicking the add button, and you can put in the description, like I'm going to do a test of my swim or something like that to my followers one time, and then I'll schedule it for, let's say, 11:13, and that'll happen. It'll end at like say 12:10 or something like that. This is just to test it out or whatever, and it's going to be my women's. Like I really want to clearance my swim items. So yeah, this is just and I'm going to leave it blank where it says number of listings. I leave that blank and I leave it at random sharing order, and I click save, and it's just going to schedule a third event for me. And I'm going to leave it at this priority. So, well, actually, maybe I'll bump it up. So it becomes the second highest priority that Treecat looks at when it's doing when it's doing its, maybe I'll move it up to the first. So what'll happen is, because this happens all day, this will then go and interrupt that, and it's going to just share my swim for that period of time. I have to actually activate it first. Make sure, oh, this is a conflict. Yeah, so it's telling me that it's going to stop when it happens. It's going to stop my quick share temporarily. It's going to run because I put it at the top priority, right? So that's what it was telling me. So it's basically telling me that the swim test is now at my top priority, and at 11, from 11 to whatever I set it to 12, it's only going to share swim stuff. And then when that's done, it'll say that it's I forget the wording that we use. I think it says inactive, which means it's done. And then I can actually just press the trash and delete it. I'm not going to actually run that because I don't necessarily want to share my swim stuff right now, but it was just to show you how it works. So yeah, so it has priority. If you put it to the top, that's the one that's going to get priority. And now it's back to prioritizing my quick share following. So that's how that works. And you can add as many, custom ones as you want. Although, I mean, usually what I use the custom ones for is the parties that, like, let's say the other day there was a party for sweaters and tops. So I wanted to share my sweaters and tops and not have to do it manually. So I just added a sweaters and tops share to the party. So I chose sweaters and tops party. Oops, tops party. Because someone had scheduled a party. You guys probably know about the parties that people schedule on the sharing parties that people schedule on Poshmark. But it was a certain day and time, right? So it was like, I don't know. I can't remember what the day and time was, but I'm just putting a pretend one in there right now. And then I put in the category. The party was, what was it? It was tops and sweaters. So I put in tops and sweaters, and I just said I'd left number of listings blank, because if you leave it blank, it does all of them. And I left share order as to random, like it just shares them random, not in a specific order. If you wanted to share it in a specific order, you just say in order. Or if you wanted to share it in reverse, you just say, because some people are very picky about, like, they do things in color coordinated. Their closets are like color coordinated. And if you wanted to keep it in order, you just click in order. So then, yeah, that's when I use the custom share buttons is just because I want to participate in a particular party that's running. And they, if you go on your home page, it'll show you, you can click the party button, and it shows you what parties they're running that day. So those are a possibility of participating in as well with our program here. So that's really cool. Now, getting back to the impressions. So in order to uh, go and check out your impressions, you're going to go, let me make this bigger, but you're going to go to your Poshmark. Oops, no, I want to make it bigger. There we go. You're going to go to your Poshmark and you go to your news up here, news button. And this is my news button. And it just tells me, you know, the things that have been happening. Now, if I wanted to find out like, oh, did I get any likes? Right? I'm sharing my closet all the time. Has it been giving me any impressions? You go over here and you click likes. Okay, so this is my likes section. And so now what I can do, and I actually like to do this from my phone because it's a bit quicker, is I can go on to Poshmark and on my phone, I'm gonna make offers, but you could do it on your computer too. It just depends on how you like to do it. And when we come out with our V2 of our Poshmark sharing, it's going to have an automated way. You'll be able to set it and automate those offers. But right now, I'm going to go and I'm going to make offers on my own since we don't have that ready yet. And I go to likes and I just say offer to likers, and I say 10% off. I give the discounted shipping, and then I say apply and submit, and it sends that offer. So the thing that you're going to want to do is, now that you're going to be getting more likes, because you're getting more impressions, and that puts your items out in front of more people. They're going to like it if they want to buy it, and then you're going to make them an offer. And I recommend, you know, starting at 10%, give them. So I like to give, you don't have to give shipping anymore. Initially you had to make a shipping offer and you had to subsidize that shipping. But now you can, Poshmark gives you the option to not subsidize the shipping and to make the buyer pay all the shipping. I guess I'm old school, and frankly, I there's a promotion right now that, you know, Poshmark is paying for. If you're a Poshmark ambassador, they're basically paying for the shipping right now. So I wanted to take advantage of that. So I make the offer 10%. You know, I do the shipping, the whatever it is, $5.99 or $5.89 shipping, $5.79, something like that. And then I make the offer that way, and it really has been increasing my sales. And so I want to, you know, encourage you to give this a try, because it's a great way to to get more impressions and get those offers out there, because you get your you know, your store moving, and that's what we want, right? We're not doing this for fun. We're doing this to try to make some sales, right? So yeah, so that's the Poshmark sharing. All right, so now moving on to our second announcement. Our second announcement is our fast match. Let me zoom out here. So if you go to your Treecat, let's go to the, let's see here. Let's go to the inventory page, right? That's right here, inventory page. And on the inventory page, you will see this button here called Fast Match. Fast Match is going to be another menu, okay? And I've already clicked the calculate button, but if you are coming in and doing this for the first time, you'll have to click the calculate button. And what that does is the calculate button will then, it goes through all your items that you've imported, right? So the first time a person onboards with Treecat, all of their Treecat automatically imports all of the listings, and it takes some time, right? If you have like 1,000 listings, it takes a couple hours to get all those imported into Treecat. So you got all your items imported into Treecat, but there's 3 separate things, and Treecat doesn't know. This is if you've already been cross-listing previously, right, in your reselling life. If you haven't already been cross-listing and you're just a one platform person, you can start cross-listing immediately. But if you're a person who's already been cross-listing, maybe you're been doing it on your own or whatever, you can import all those, and then it does this fast match calculation to see if you can match it, if you want to accept this match. Now, if you had any, this gives it a 100% probability that this is a match, right? I have 100%, Treecat has 100% confidence that this is 3 items that should be matched together. So I just, if you didn't have or if you wanted to just double check, you could click on the little eyeball. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to make this. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, there we go. This little eyeball right here. You'll click on that eyeball, and then it's going to show you all the details of that listing, right? Same with this one. This is the Mercari listing, and it tells me all the details of that listing. I know that this is needs to be matched together. So I just simply click the accept button, and it will then accept the item as a match. And the items are then linked together. So if one sells, the other two get recognized as being part of that match and get taken down, so that you don't have to have that stress of, oh my gosh, I'm in a parent teacher conference meeting, but I need to will you excuse me a minute, Mr. Principal or Miss Principal, I have to delist something really quick. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to have that stress. You can just let Treecat do it for you even while you're asleep. So it's 24/7. And yeah, so this one, for some reason, it has 98% confidence that this is, probably because the prices might be slightly different, but I can then go and look and see if I think this is a match. And it is. The titles are all the same. The information's all the same. And so I'm going to click accept, and then it matches that together. So that's how that works. It's right here, it's pulling up other items that are actually my archived items. So I know that those aren't ones that I want to match. But for testing purposes, I was looking at my archived items. So that's how fast match works. It's not going to apply to those users who, like I said, only have one platform. They're coming in just with eBay, or they're coming in just with having listed on Poshmark, or they're coming in just with having listed on Mercari. It's only going to apply to those new users who are onboarding for the very first time and have cross-listed previously, and they want to match those items together in Treecat to have all the benefits of the sales detection and auto delist. Okay, so that's the fast match, and that's our second new thing that we've announced recently. And we feel like it's going to make the onboarding process for those people who need to do their matches much quicker, because you just go boom, accept, boom, accept, boom, accept. If you have any questions, you can poke into the eyeball and look a little bit further and say, oh, maybe that's not the right match. But most of us know our items and we know if they need to be matched, but you can always look further if you have questions. So fast match is going to help new onboards who have been previously cross-listing. So that's cool. What else? Oh, we have new pricing. Yes, our third announcement is we have some new pricing, and it's on if you go on our website, let me make this a little bit bigger. You can see that we have our sort of motto is we only get paid if you get paid, or when you get paid, right? So we have a tiered pricing system. It's sort of a pay as you go. You don't have to pay a monthly fee, like a monthly flat fee, like $60 or $90 or whatever. Your first 1 to 30 sales can be billed at 50 cents per takedown, and that's if you use a promo code. And we do have an affiliate promo code. There's several affiliate promo codes that you can use on our affiliate page. And when you're going through the process of onboarding with Treecat, it sends you to that page, and you can pick whichever affiliate you want to support, because they get a little bit of a profit share. So I'm gonna assume that people are smart and they're using a promo code, right? So the first 1 to 30 listings get billed at 50 cents. And then if you have 31 to 100, they get billed at 35 cents. Anything, this is per month, right? So anything from 100 to 140 per month of sales that we take down for you once they sell and take down from the other platforms, that gets billed at 25 cents. Now, the big news here is that if you're an enterprise seller or you're hoping to become one and you sell more than 140 items per month and Treecat takes them down for you, right? You have all your items linked together, you sell one, Treecat takes them down automatically without having to push a button for you, even while you're asleep. You're only going to pay 1 cent after your 141st sale to however many sales you have. You're only going to be paying a penny. So let's say you had 1,140 sales per month. That would only add $10. So that would be, you're never going to pay really more than what, $52. So then if you had, if you get to the highest number of sales, which is 140, you're paying $52 a month, right? But then if you make more than that, it's a penny. So let's say you made 1,140 sales, it would only be $62. So it's quite a benefit, and we feel like it kind of it's on brand for us because we love the fact that we're helping our customers, sellers, e-commerce resellers and sellers scale. And that's our whole model is, fearless e-commerce scalability. You don't have to be fearful that you're going to double sell because when one item sells, we take down the other two. You don't have to be fearful that it's going to cost you an arm and a leg when you start selling more because the price goes down. So we're empowering you to be fearless with your e-commerce and fearless with your ability to scale, because that's a big pain point for resellers. I mean, do you see eBay or any of the other platforms trying to help resellers in their scalability? Not really, but we'd like to, be the first one to have that as our kind of our way of thinking. So hopefully that will help you guys out if you're a big seller or plan to become one. So those are the three exciting pieces of news. And of course, there will be more exciting announcements in the next 3 months. We have a lot of things planned out that will make life for resellers easier. And that's our other kind of tenet, is to try to solve the biggest pain points for resellers and help people with their ability to scale their businesses. I'm a reseller myself. I've been a reseller for the last 7 years, and so we develop these things with that in mind, with the reseller perspective in mind. Yeah. And so it looks like we have a couple more minutes here. We like to keep our videos short. If you have any questions for us, you can reach out. We have on our website, let me go to the inventory page. We have a way to reach out to us, and that's through this little button. I don't know if you can see it. I'm making it really big so you can see it. Oh, that's too big. It's right here. It's this little question mark button, and you can click on that question mark button to put in a trouble ticket if you're running into something that you don't understand or that's not working for you. We have a Reddit forum you can post on, and we also can be contacted through contact at treecat.io. Contact or support. Actually, for issues that come up or questions, support at treecat.io. And so that's what's going on with Treecat, guys. Please reach out to us with any questions that you might have, and we hope to hear from you. And we hope that you will give this new Poshmark sharing a try, along with some of our other cool features. If you're brand new, give our fast match a try. And if you're thinking about becoming an enterprise seller, we got your back. We got you covered. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and happy selling to you. And yeah, mahalo. Bye.